Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel first classified the 5 arts in a lecture on aesthetics in 1818. These are architecture, the first art; sculpture, the second art; painting, the third art; music, the fourth art; and finally poetry, the fifth and final art at the time. In 1911, Ricciotto Canudo, an early Italian film theoretician, wrote The Birth of the Sixth Art, arguing that cinema was number 6. He later redefined dance as number 6, making cinema the 7th art. This nomenclature has stayed essentially the same for about 50 years until the advent of technology and exponential change required some catching up. Added were more modern arts, and even the list remains controversial to more conservative art observers. These are thought to be the 8th art, television and photography; the 9th art, comics or graphic novels; the 10th art, interactive media such as video games and multimedia. Today we discuss why and how artificial intelligence is becoming the 11th art. Stepping back, we can think of an artist in perpetual and evergreen search for unique signatures in representing their view of the world. In doing so, the artist empirically and even perhaps unconsciously naturally develops their own process. This journey can externally be broken down into individual steps, including the ideation, where the artist processes the knowledge, emotions, and interests into a subject; concepting, where the artist develops what message they intend to convey; design, how and where they will frame their artistic story; production, where techniques, skills, and effort yield their produced artwork; and for some, we can add marketing, particularly with the rise of the artist/influencer. Production has until now been a major anchor for the artist's external and self-sense of worth. A painter may need 20 years of experience to achieve their desired level of fine motor skill and brushstrokes. A woodworker or glassblower may need years of apprenticeship before they can explore their own work. Certainly, a film director needs vast resources and a full crew and cast to tell the story. Very few are natural savants at producing their art alone. The experience needed to express a vision has been a material barrier to entry for the new artist. We are, however, fast arriving at a point where Gladwell's 10,000 hours of practice is no longer required for completing the artist's journey. Recently, a flurry of public releases of artificial intelligence and machine learning tools have had a profound impact on the production of artwork. Based on textual and parametric guidance, these AI tools can generate original artworks based on an iterative process, the complexity of which is fast becoming approachable to all. What this means in more simple terms is that the tools now exist with sufficient critical mass to allow individuals to handle the production of art, which until now required apprenticeship, patience, practice, and dedication. It is now possible to ask an artificial intelligence tool to execute your vision in a growing set of art forms. Ironically, this does replicate old existing models of apprenticeship and atelier work. Think of Jeff Koons and his Soho loft mass of delegated painters executing the vision of the artistic leader. How is this much different? For now, the core focus is on two-dimensional art such as illustration, photography, graphic novels, and imagery. How soon will we have similar 3D tools, though? If the majority of the workforce of a gaming studio, ad agency, or visual effects studio is occupied at executing the vision of a creative lead, how can these tools reshape the need for armies of graphic artists and collaborators, those listed at the end of your favorite summer blockbuster? Here we need to differentiate the artist with a unique signature and the artist employed at executing a lead artist delegated vision. The former remains essential, as even the AI can only mix, imitate, or derive works of a singular signature. Materially more money goes into the army of design implementers, the squads of talented young artists biding their time processing somebody else's vision, Interestingly, this is where more of the impact of AI may land. Certainly, like digital video did to filmmaking around 2000, the simplification of production may not increase the total amount of talented artists, only the number of those who will try. It does, however, bode well for the ability of those wanting to express themselves early and with scale, such as what Trey Parker and Matt Stone found in cardboard animation to create South Park in the middle 1990s. The question will remain about how much of the final product should be credited to the artificial intelligence tool or to the human whose hands is on the keyboard shaping the production. This feels like a moot point as time goes by and the initial skepticism is replaced with ubiquity. As observers, AI and human-produced art will become indistinguishable. We are increasingly unlikely to know if this creation was hand-drawn by the artist or otherwise generated by that artist. Spending hours refining a prompt or cajoling the AI tool may become the new production skill. There is effort in producing something aesthetically, conceptually, and emotionally satisfying. Others may want to argue that all art can eventually be generated with these tools, and that there should not be a categorical distinction. Perhaps thinking of AI art as the 11th art is a temporary bridge to an ultimate reality where AI will have eaten into a large part of the production of all existing art forms. For now, we suppose that the key realization is to accept AI-generated art as a comparable, worthy, and valuable art form, equally able to elicit powerful reaction from the viewer. To that end, for now, we propose that AI art has become the 11th art, now well into the double digits. Thank you.